back now, 10:51, as we head into the second week of the New England 61-day challenge. We've got a healthy recipe to share. We are joined by the lovely April Godfrey from
SweetSimpleDelicious.com.
See, just like that, she just rolls off her tongue. Nice to see you.
It's nice to
Welcome
see you again
back.
as well.
Delighted.
Thank you.
Talk to me for a second, because when you talk to your clients and they say, okay, they're in a bit of a transformative process in terms of they obviously they want to lose weight, they want to eat better, they want to kind of just get healthy. What is the biggest challenge that they have?
I think people finding time and making stopping making excuses, because there are always going to be excuses. So you just have to make that commitment. And I tell people to think of it as adding healthy things in versus having to take everything out and feeling like they're having to white knuckle missing everything they love.
And I think substitutions is a key part of this, because we're going to talk about what we're doing here, these spicy tofu lettuce wraps. And yes, I said tofu. We'll talk about that in a second. But I was talking to you before during the commercial. I said, I've made these at home with the kids all the time. They're a big hit. I don't use tofu. I use chicken.
You could use chicken, you could use shrimp.
Right.
I cook meatless, and so whole food, plant-based. So this is a great way if people are just trying to add in a meatless day.
What is this word you're using? Meatless?
Meatless.
I'm not familiar with that term.
Yes,
All
all
right,
plant-based. Because we encourage people to add a day of being plant-based, just so you can get a feeling for how satisfied.
So it's a great tip. I mean, in terms of if you're doing a 61-day challenge with us, just by substituting something for another, and you're not going to taste anything different, right?
Oh my goodness,
All
they're
right.
so good.
Let's go to work.
So
You
what
got some
we've
tofu
got over
back
here,
there,
I've got some tofu here, some water chestnuts, ginger, garlic, some carrots.
Admittedly, I have never cooked with tofu. Okay?
So I've cut it up into these cute little cubes here, and so you can see what they're like.
How much are we using back
over
there?
here, I've got, it's like a, when you buy it, it's in sort of a cake. And so you chop that up, and then you're gonna brown it. So I've got some olive oil here, and you're gonna have it on medium high and just brown it out on all the sides.
Now, you can eat this raw if you need be, and the only reason I ask this is because it doesn't matter how long you leave it on the stove, you're just using it to kind of marinate the flavors in there, right?
Yes, but you want to make sure not to overdo it, dry it out too much.
Okay.
So I've got 2 cloves of pressed garlic, and I've got a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger.
Okay.
I'm going to add in some, let's turn this down a little bit. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce.
And I'm laughing because everything you've put in here so far is stuff that I use to make mine at home, but with the chicken. Right.
3 tablespoons of tamari.
Okay.
And all these ingredients are also gluten-free, so this is great for anybody who's gluten-free.
Excellent. You put some chili paste.
I put some chili paste in there. You can use as much or as little as you want based on how spicy that you want it.
Your mileage may vary with the chili paste. Carrots.
Or you could omit it if people don't like it that spicy, a little bit of zip. So I've got a cup of carrots in there. So I like to add veggies and color into everything. Eat the rainbow.
Because as my buddy downstairs, Tim Lammer, says, you eat with your eyes, and so you're adding a lot of color to this,
so
right?
beautiful. Food is beautiful. And I've got a cup of water chestnuts because it gives this that hearty sort of crunch to it. Yeah, it's delicious. So you're going to saute all that together. And the tofu, like you said, it's already cooked, and you're just warming it through and getting the flavors to marinate in there. So the tofu itself, 5 to 8 minutes, browning it out on all sides.
And that's going to allow the carrots to soften, so don't walk away from this.
No, so then you have another, once you put the carrots in, you want another 5 minutes or so to let that all just cook up together. And then when it's all marinated and delicious.
Which is, by the way, my kind of dish, because it's one of those things where, and I'm going to put this right over here, it's one of those dishes where it becomes a one-pot meal that you are just, it's easy to do at home, right?
Yes.
Everything that was on here, by the way, is now in that, save for the cashews, and if you've got a nut allergy, that's expendable as well, right?
Absolutely.
Let's make some.
So we're going to take our lettuce wraps. So this is a butterhead lettuce.
Nice.
They're sweet, right?
Nicer than the lettuce I buy at home.
Lettuce leaves. Could use your favorite kind. And then we're just going to scoop it in. And then you can top it off with cashews, peanuts, no nuts, scallions, cilantro. So I've got some cashews and some scallions there.
Excellent.
And then you serve it up, and look how beautiful that is.
I was going to say we have a whole plate of them here, which is going to be
nutritious and delicious. Whole food, plant-based.
And again, the whole trick is, again, for those of you who are used to eating lettuce wrapped at your favorite Asian joint, this is the same thing that you're eating, but it's got tofu.
Yay! What do you think?
That's good.
So good. All of those flavors. And it's just by adding something in that is different and interesting, and you're not sacrificing anything.
And again, the word is meatless. I have to remember
Meatless
that.
Monday.
The whole recipe is going to be on our website, FOX61.com. You already saw it up in the MealHouse. And again, your website is?
SweetSimpleDelicious.com, and on Instagram, SweetSimpleDelicious.
Those are full of great recipes, great tips. I've been on the website a number of times. Thank you, April.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to see you as always.